Hello everyone. Let's get everything up and running. And everyone on live. Okay, I guess that already sent out to everyone that it was an announcement. But it is what it is. Hope everyone is doing well today. I don't know what this Goal Plus is. Oh, it's super chat stuff. Alright, well, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everybody's finishing up, ready for Christmas. I need to go and deal with some of Christmas stuff for myself today. I'm very fortunate. My wife takes care of, well, basically everything, but most all of that. Let's see, what is that? So I finally published my first video to LinkedIn. So I think it's pretty all right. Let's see. Oh, that's not good. Come here. So don't know exactly what we're going to do today. I do like the idea of messing with this and finishing out this problem, but I also want to maybe keep going on some other things, because I think some of the basics are still very, very vital. Because moving over from, and I started to highlight this in the video I did, and actually I forget who was on when they said it. They go, I know how to do it, I just don't know how to code it. Well, that's the challenge. That's the challenge of coding, is to take our human thought, our human decision, and write a computer decision. Or I completely think that algorithm is completely overused, but for all intents and purposes, to write an algorithm. So I guess we could come and sit here and finish doing this. So we need to, one, come through. So this is, can't remember what day this is, 1 or 2. And then I need to finish shopping, and I need to do some videos. And do I have a video for today that I did not? I feel like I did. Because here's everything. That's a weird. What was the last video I posted? Let me look at that. The 16th. I feel like it would be after the 16th. How long is this one? Come on. 3 minutes. Hang on, let's take a peek. Important pandas characteristic. Oh yeah, the pandas thing that we figured out. All right, so I do have today's video. All right, so I need to record one for tomorrow. Yeah, because I actually got ahead of doing that. Let's see, is that a text or is that a something else? I need to charge my watch. And clear all those. All right. So let's see if we can finish this up and design this really fast. So this is an interesting question, and I know, and there's more than one way to skin a cat, and that's fine. Not going to hurt my feelings. All right. So they all have to be decreasing. So to remind you, they all have to be going in one direction, either increasing or decreasing. They can't be, and it has to be increasing or decreasing between 1 and 3, inclusive of both ends. So we need to, and here's the sample data. here's the complete data. Let's rephrase. So as we go through, we need to turn this over. All right, and we took it and we turned it into a list of lists, and we did that by, we're going to do that here with pandas. So we're going to be able to handle this pretty well. So lists, let's bring this in, remind ourselves. Oh, let's change this to, I think that was right on 5. Doesn't matter. We'll use it right there. Let's put it back in lists. So right now this is garbage because we have it doing so many more things. So we need to decide. Let's see. Advent coding and more. I don't know what has happened to my algorithm because no one is coming and watching anymore. So that's an interesting take for me. Oh, all right. So we need to see I think we want to go backwards. Basically, I don't know. I still don't like either way of this because we're sitting here and we're looking forward. All right. So if this is 0, go to the next one. I think we want to go, let's get rid of all this. Print I. Because I can't say lists because that will throw up. Why is Adobe Cloud showing up? I don't know. All right. And there's Facebook. Drives me nuts. All right. So then for J in I, actually we're going to do for J in range, len I. Okay. Print J. Nope. Print I, J. All right. One, two, three, four, five. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So now, if J equals 0, break. No, continue. No, break. All right. So if you don't know break, break is going to jump out of only one layer of our loop. So right now we should not get 7. We should not get 7. We should not get 1. We should not get 9. And we should get this 9. All right, so let's try this again. It shouldn't have happened. Continue. There we go. There we go. Break as I got out of the loop. I didn't want to go to the loop. I just didn't want to proceed. I wanted to go right back up. So there we go. So now we have 6, 4, 2, 1, 2, 7, 9. That's what we want. So now, print I if I j greater than I j minus 1, print decrease elif increase, and we need to change this sign, else print no change. All right, here we go. Here we go. Got this reversed. So okay, print again. Decrease, 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 decrease. Yay. So if we get 4 decrease, so if we get all the same, we're okay. So then we're here and here and here. So now we have, we're tracking if it is increasing or decreasing. So now we need to track the tests. So all right, because and absolute value of this is a pretty good one. Absolute value of this minus, because it doesn't matter, else out of compliance. So basically out OOC, out of compliance. Here we go. And the difference and the difference yeah 1 less than or equal to, yeah, here we go. This is why I like Python right here, doing this right here. So I struggled with this for the longest time until I saw it. I want you to look really, really close to, why is that not going away? Invalid syntax, invalid syntax. This should be perfect. Oh, there we are. All right, so check this out. So here's my absolute value. And my chevrons right here. I'm literally in between. I'm in between and equal to 1. So this is 100% legal. So now I change this to this. All right. Bingo. Out of compliance because of decrease, decrease, decrease. This one is good. And this one is not good because we jump from 2 to 7. Increase, out of compliance. So now we need to append this to our tests. So check this out. So now we're going to change this to test. And dot append. And we're going to place in decrease. Increase. So now you're going to be able to see this a lot clearer. OOC, out of compliance. And then when we get done with the inner loop, print test. Bingo. So here we are. Oh, I got an idea. So check this out. If J, let's see. That's what I'm thinking is, this is the first one. While, not while, if len test greater than 1, then crap. I hate it when my phone says message may not be delivered. Okay. Then what I want to do is I want to test basically the last one. So we need to think about this as the stack. So how do I look at the last one? And so I want to, if it's longer than 1, no, that's not what I want to do. As I'm appending, bingo. We want to do this up here. We don't want this test down here. So we don't even need to wait. So let me go through what's in my head right now. So right now I'm building this, and then I'm going to be going, hey, now I'm going to come back and test if they're all the same. Well, that's silly. We only want to, like right now, when we got to here, we'd want to stop everything. We wouldn't want to check anymore because this already fails. So I actually want to be testing this as we're doing it. So the only time that I would continue through this list is if we're okay. So we would end up building this whole list and continue on. But we would stop right here at this second check because this is already unsafe. We wouldn't need to check the rest of it. So that's the difference between, that's the also the pros of writing an algorithm is that you can actually increase the workload, not just for speed, but actually efficiency, because the computer will go, hey, I can stop right here because, one, this is out of compliance, and two, so if right now we wouldn't even do this, else out of compliance and break. Well, this is interesting. So actually, we don't even need to do this. If it's out of compliance, all right, let's get this going. Out of compliance, break. Bingo. If len of test greater than 0 and test -1 equal to decrease. Actually, we could technically do that all in one line. There we go. Technically, but I wanted to make this a little bit more readable. All right. And then if we get all the way through the list, so if we get all the way through, so all right, so follow me through here. So we may want to actually see if we break, because if we get all the way through the list, here we go. Now here's where the opposite is. So this is an interesting dilemma. So the way that I'm designing this is if we get through all the list and we've completed the entire list, then it's safe. If we can't get through the list, we break and we never get down here. Interesting. Okay. Else, how do I want to do this? Because I get done, it's going to jump out of the loop, continue on, or will it come up here? That's an interesting question. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this. Well, one, let's see if this is working the way that we intend to, and I think we're also going to need to test the length, because what's coming up is, so now let's run this. All right, it didn't work the way that I was expecting it to. Okay. All right, so we need to go back. Okay. There we go. Print test when we get done. So now okay, I wanted this to break. Because what I want to look at this is if, so that would be safe. Of course, this would be unsafe. What is that? Oh. This would be safe. This would be unsafe. But I also want this to stop here. There we are. So what is my order? This is actually a very good problem because order of operations. So programming really boils down to order of operations and debugging. And that's it. So it's like what set of instructions can you do to get this to happen the way that, because there's some times where you have to adjust human decision to go, okay, I have a limit of the tools that I have. And then I need to change the building technique to accommodate the tools that I have. So I know that sounds a little bit weird, but that's exactly what's happening. So right now, there's one of two problems here. Either I'm misusing the tools that I have, or my pseudo decision making is poor and I'm not explaining it well enough to get the Python code to mimic my pseudocode. All right. Nope, that's not done. So right now, let's see. So if it is out of compliance, let's go back and change this to test.append out of compliance. All right, let's go back. So here we are. Okay. Whoa. If test Dax, good morning, how are you? Equals there we go. Here's what I want to do. All right, so if there we go, else break. Why can't I find break? There we go, break. Oh. If len test greater than 1 and there we go. Nope, that's going to be, I don't want to break because right now that's an over That's an overcasting net. That's too much, because I could have this initial one right here, and that would fail this. So hang on. Let's bring this down here. Bingo. There we are. So that's legitimate. If test greater than 0, not greater than 1. 0 greater than 0. If -1, here, else break. Because the last one would be different, that means it was an increase. So we should break. Okay. Now, all right. Let's see if this runs. Okay, we got decrease working. Perfect. Perfect. Now we need to get increase working. Same thing, just reverse. Or changing text. And increase. Out of compliance. We can just break. I didn't really need that, because break is not even going to do that. So, okay, let's see. I take that back. I wasn't really expecting that, because now that should have this should all have decreasing. Okay, a lot of undoing here. Let's go back. Nope, not negative. Let's get rid of the -1 tests. Okay. Because if this continues, this should be continue on. Interesting. I need to keep thinking about this. Jammed up finger. Jammed a knuckle the other day, I think. It's the only thing I can think of why my hand is... Can't really collapse my hand all the way, and it hurts on the inside. All right. So I would want a test to appear this way. And when I get done, okay, if I break, it's just going to break out of here, come to here. Okay. And if I hit break, then I do unsafe. What happens if I do unsafe and I have the number of... Now, the opposite. Now, don't be afraid. I'm terrified of the opposites. So what do I mean that do the opposite? So instead of being obsessed with having a way to count something, but you're like, I can't figure out a way to do that. Well, is there a way to count the... So I have a number of rows right here, which happens to be len of lists 6, right? Well, if I hit a break and they're not the same, so like this one is unsafe. Well, when I get done with this, I would just take my number of unsafe. So if you can't figure out a way to count something that is working, then that means that there's probably a way that the way that you started to build it for something that's not working. So don't be afraid of a normal math problem to go, okay, well, if I have something that's not working and I know the total, then the remainder, not the remainder, it's not the sum. What's the result of a subtraction problem? Result, name of a subtraction, result of subtraction name. Difference. There we go. Sum and difference. So the difference would be the number that are safe. So I thought we were going to be able to count because I could come up here and do len, but we're going to have a problem because we're going to have these answers. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be setting this up and I'm going to be counting unsafe equals 0. Because every time I hit a break, and it doesn't fall under this category, then I should be able to come up with, so I should have 1 unsafe, 2 unsafe, 3 unsafe. And then when I get done, 6 minus 3 is 3, and then that will be our answer. So that's the way I'm going to attack this. So don't be afraid. That's I just alluded to that. Your order of operations. So sometimes you're going to have to change your decision making to accommodate the tools that you have on hand. So I'm breaking out of this loop and stopping, but what happens is you just break out of this loop, this inner indented body. You will still come down here and hit this. But if I have something that doesn't match, so what I'm doing here is I'm looking back, and if they are not the same, what I want to do is then I want to stop looking. Hang on. I'm doing this way the hard way. That just gave me an idea. So to possibly simplify this. So my brain just went way off in the left field. So what I was doing is the difference or sum. It would still be the difference. So is the difference a positive? Is the difference a negative? And is it in between? Is the absolute value in between? So when I get done at the bottom, I just do a test. And if we find something that's unsafe, okay. Let's try to finish this out and see if we can make this work. If not, we're going to try this second idea that I just had. All right. So let's go back. So we're getting this to come out, and that's fine. And now we're going to do this. So basically, this will run through, and if this happens, so if test, if len test greater than 0, okay, if test, see, we can probably clean this up quite a bit, equal to no, if test -1. Let's get this down here. I don't know why. There we go. Equal to else unsafe increment by and increment by 1. Okay, what don't you like about this? I'm missing this. And then when I get done down here, so in this, I should get 1. Right now, 1 unsafe. Let's see what happens. Two unsafe. Now I get it. Now I know what I'm doing. And unsafe should be 1. 2. Why is... because that should be the only... because I want... Alright. Here we are. Break. It should only be two unsafe. That's unsafe. Oh, no. That is right. And then now let's do the other way. Interesting. I inadvertently wrote something that was catching things that I didn't think of. Because the difference here, so it's catching these two. Now I need to do the exact same below here. And this should be increase, 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 and unsafe, increment by 1, increment by 1, and break. Increase, increase, increase. Yep. Print. Len lists minus unsafe. Len of lists. Try that again. 3. Let's check and see. Okay. Oh no, 2 reports are safe? Okay, we got a problem. So let's look. So 2 reports are safe, not. So we have a dilemma. So the first and the last are safe. Print test. Increase get the first. Why is this one? Oh. Yeah. This right here. We should not be okay with this. This is 4. This should not be working. The absolute value of I need to have this in the other way around. We're decreasing, so I'm checking J. I'm checking J. Is J less than previous one? Okay. This should be working. I am at a loss. I'm doing regular math. I could speed this up a little bit. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm following through. And it's getting there. I could just cut this out. But this is wrong. This is not. This should be. This should be out of compliance. 5 minus 1 is 4. Four is not less than okay. Print why doesn't this like this? Okay. I'm looking at this right here. That's a 4. That is very noticeably a 4. Well, I do not have parentheses in here. I cannot believe it. Parentheses are your friend. I cannot believe that I left out parentheses. There it is. Turn that off. Turn that off. Out of compliance, should be unsafe. Okay, so we're at 2. So safe is back to 2. My goodness. All right. So this is... All right. All right, so now let's go ahead and bring this in. Yeah. Zero safe. I'm looking at this right here. Unif lists. Oh, data. $159. All right, let's plug this in and see what the answer is. That's not the right answer. Your answer is too low. If you're stuck, make sure you're using the full input data. There are a lot of some general tips on about the page, or you can ask for hints on subreddit. Please wait 1 minute before you try again. Okay, return to day 2. All right. Let's make sure I have everything. Not that. This. All right. Lists. Okay. Len lists. 1,000. All right. Safe is 0, unsafe 184. All right. Okay. lists 0 lists. You can already tell how poor of a choice that was. All right, I need to get 2. All right, nan. So there's my dilemma. Nan. All right. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Nan. Nan equals none. Nan is not defined. All right. Import. So let me show you this. NumPy as MP. MP nan. Cool. I want to test this. Equals mp.nan. So too many spaces. Is nan is not defined because because what's happening is when I'm getting to here, what is happening when, all right, let's see. So when I'm getting a nan, it's breaking this right here. And I'm getting an O out of compliance. So I need to handle that. All right. Test if... test for equivalence of pandas nan. MP That's right. MP dot is nan true. Bingo. All right. So now we have to wrap this around. Okay. If now I need to bring in MP. import numpy as np. Yep. Okay. If not np dot is na I j else break. All right, let's see how big this number. There we go. 624. So what was happening is I was getting a bunch of false positives on this, and I was getting a lot of out of compliance. So now we need to plug this back in. What is it? 624? 624. Submit. There we go. So I was creating in that. So let's go over kind of what I did. Does anybody have any questions how or what or why I did that and how I knew what to do? Well, I've done this 1,000 million, well, a couple thousand times. So what I was doing, like, let's go back. Let's see if we can get an out of compliance at the end of this on a fifth one. Apparently, I'm not going to get one. Well, now I'm not because I just ran it. But yeah, so I was getting an out of compliance like right here in this fifth spot. And the reason why it was out of compliance is because it was reading this nan or null or none. So it was saying, hey, this and this doesn't comply. This is out of compliance because this goes into our bucket of out of compliance right here. I probably could have handled this a little bit of a different way and then like come down here, elif, blah, 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 but I didn't. So I was checking which ones were not safe and then still going back forth. So there we go. Let's see, how long have we been on? A little over an hour. So, all right. So sore, so stiff. Ooh, that was interesting. Here we are. That looks a lot better. So the only problem with this wheelie chair is when I try to pull this thing back over me. Okay. All right. Hour and 4 minutes. Any pressing questions? Let's see. Incremental development. All right. While we're waiting, hang on. I want to see what that was. When did she post that? Where's the time? Oh, she posted that yesterday. Okay. All right. All right. So got the other video up. Probably just going to mess around with this for a minute. Okay. Incremental patience. Do I want to have that back? Ooh, I could just... Oh, I'll just move it. There we are. And then I'll know exactly where I am. Oh, I like that. That's why incremental development is so important. So let's talk about this. Now, what you're really going to be doing. Yeah, incremental development. Incremental. I don't know if you can see any of that. Let's come over here. Home. Whoa. I want to indent. Why is that so far? I don't want that far. Oh, there we go. Oh! No way. Okay. Incremental development. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I almost forgot I was still here. So I think I'm going to stop right here. I'm not even really talking and nobody's here, but I need to keep moving. But thank you, everyone, for coming to join today, and I will see everyone next time. Bye, everyone.